Hello my loves, it's Kat. How are you? What are you doing? I hope you're good. So today we are going to find out what is the next step you need to take to achieve your dreams or your goals or your desires. So what you need to do to find out is to choose a card or a crystal. We have card 1 with amethyst, card 2 with a rainbow moonstone, and card 3 with smoky aura quartz. When you have made your decision, go down to the description box to find your timestamp. I will give you a few seconds to decide, and when you're ready, I will see you at your reading. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose the amethyst and number 35, koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Okay, right off the bat, I am smelling some distrust here. Some worry, some misplaced accusations, even a little bit. There is this feeling like I'm not safe, too many things are happening, I'm not safe. This is not a safe place, like people are lying to me, or like I don't trust these people, or there's this like panic a little bit, like you were safe, you felt like you were in a safe place, but then maybe something like maybe like a tiny white lie kind of like got you off your guard, and that made you distrust everyone around you. I'm starting to feel that there is this distrust here lingering, which is interesting. But I'm also getting a message that how do I put this? Damn it, how do I put this? Oh my god. The safe place that you were, that got kind of destroyed, or maybe there's a shadow of a doubt hanging over this safe place you had, but the message is that it was never supposed to be permanent, because nothing in life is permanent. It was always going to change, and this is just how it was changed. And this doesn't mean that you will never feel safe again. It means that something new is coming. Things are shifting, things are changing a little bit here and there, and it's just going to form something completely new. Okay, let's get some more cards. Oh no. The cards just exploded on me. It's okay. This happens all the time. So let's try this again. Pile number 1, spirit guides. Pile number 1. What is the next step my beautiful pile number 1s need to take in order to achieve their dreams? Let's see then. Yeah, there is this like longing to feel safe again. Maybe I feel like there is this distrust over a person. Maybe they did something, or they lied about something, and now you're doubting everything. Like imagine being in a relationship and you find out that your significant other lied about something that might feel kind of small, but it makes you doubt the whole relationship. Like, did they ever love me? Kind of way. This is kind of what I'm getting here. This, like, was everything a lie? Was it always going to be like this? Like, were there signs? Could I have avoided this? And the answer is no, you couldn't have avoided it. There was nothing you could have done that would have made you okay, so we got 2 cards. Ace of Earth, the inner flow of abundance, a promising business adventure, important documents or contracts. Okay, and then we have 4 of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving those less fortunate. Oh, and funny thing, these are both Earth cards. Interesting. How am I gonna do this? Like this, maybe? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So this could have been a business partner as well. Why was it so hard to say that? Business partner. Okay, so this could have been with a business partner or somebody you trusted at work, maybe like a work friend, work buddy. There's something, it could have been like a friend outside of work as well, but now you're kind of doubting everything in the work realm. This is weird to me, kind of hard to understand because I've never been in this situation. So, okay. So the important documents and contracts, that is something that is kind of reaching out to me. I feel like there will be a contract that will be like not broken, but kind of like, well, maybe broken, but it's kind of like with that contract, like, or fulfilling the contract, something is going to break. Like, let's say you make a contract to walk away from each other, maybe like this, or there is an important document that helps you in divorce or something like this. There will be an important document that will be either lost or found at the right time, or the meaning of the document is realized at just the right time. Like I'm seeing I'm seeing like a courthouse, like in the middle of a court proceedings, you know, like in interviews and what are they, cross examinations. I don't know. And then there is this like a like everything is like going on, like, God. Why is this so hard to explain? So imagine there's a courtroom. The court is in progress. The witness is being what is the word? Examined? No. You know it. I'm sure you know it. Like the lawyer is asking questions or something. And everything is like going on, everybody is listening, and then suddenly the doors open and somebody's running down like up at the lawyers and the judge, like, I have new information, stop the proceedings. Like that's how I feel like something is going to come up that will change everything, and I think that it's going to be in your favor. Like there is new evidence, new information, something like that. This is what very weird. But this could also be like a metaphor, but I'm also finding they could be like literal, kind of like finding proof about something. I need some water. Some new information is going to surface and it's going to be in your favor. And I feel like you are going against some people, or people are coming after you, and you find some new information that will like basically save you. Like that's how I see here. And it could be that you feel like you're in such a bad spot right now. Like everything is going wrong, but there will be something that will come out of this that is like, like, like imagine like being a little bit, okay. Okay, so imagine being in a really bad spot. And then later on, when you have gotten over the bad spot, you are, it's been a while, and now you look at things that like happened after that incident, like things that, you know, like things that you had been through after that incident, and later on you think like, so that's why I had to go through that, so I could be there, you know? That's what I feel like. I'm actually, I don't know, I think I have a heartburn or something. I'm not feeling very good. So I'm actually getting an example from my own life. I applied to university years ago, and I wanted to study microbiology. And I was like number 1 on the waiting list, the number 1. If only one person would cancel the thing, like they decided to go somewhere else, or they got into some other school, then that spot would have been mine. It would have been mine. And so I waited for the whole month for somebody to drop out. Like, please, somebody drop out. Let somebody have an even better spot in some other university that is a lot better for them. Just please let me have this spot. And I didn't get it. I didn't get in. I was number 1 on the waiting list. I didn't get in. And I waited a whole month for somebody to refuse the spot. And they didn't. Everybody took the spot. So I had applied to vocational school as a backup, like plan D, plan E kind of a thing. And it turned out that I didn't get into university at all in anywhere. And so the only spot that I got into was vocational school. That was for like chemistry, laboratory stuff. I think the name of the profession was laboratory assistant. And I got in there, and I realized, because in that school and in that in that profession, you need to know about chemistry, and you need to know about microbiology. And when I was studying there, I realized that my heart was completely stolen by chemistry. And I also found out that microbiology is actually kind of nasty. It's kind of disgusting. So later on, I was so happy I never got in, because I was still so confused about what I wanted to do with my life. I just decided to apply to places, to like subjects that I really liked, like biology and microbiology. Like, I like science, so I applied to those kind of places, and later I found out that it was actually chemistry that was for me. And this is how I had to find out. And so not getting that spot in university was a blessing in disguise. And I was so heartbroken. I cried for weeks. I thought I was a failure. Like, it was horrible. It was horrible. And now I'm in another university studying more chemistry, and I'm having the time of my life. It's awesome. So I feel like there is this kind of situation coming up. Like, later on you will realize, like, oh, so this is why this thing wouldn't happen for me, you know. That's what I'm getting here. I actually need some tarot now because I've only been channeling for now. So let's get something. Pile number one, wait, what am I talking about? I'm so confused. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we have a card. Excellent. Ooh, okay. Whoosh. We have Queen of Swords. Has your grandmother passed away? Has your mother passed away? Especially a grandmother. There's something about a grandmother here. I'm also being told that you are a lot like your grandmother. That is something that I hear here. I feel like I'm getting a bit of some bad bitch energy here. And I'm also being told that your grandmother was kind of the same. And it could be, even if you're a male, it could be that you are very much like your grandmother. Like a male version of your grandmother. Could also be a grandfather, but the butterflies for me, they're grandmother, yeah. So, oh no, I messed up my cards. Okay, that's okay. I got it fixed now. So, I feel like, I'm sorry to say this, not because it's true, but because it kind of hurts my soul to say something like this, because I've been told that a lot. Like, do people call you a heartless B-word or a like a cold bitch sometimes? Like, is that something that you hear? Like you're heartless, you're cruel, even though you're not. You're just rational. You're able to take emotion out of a situation and handle it professionally, you know. That is what I feel here. You're very professional. You're very Aquarius like. I'm an Aquarius too, so hi. Could be sun, moon, or rising though. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I burped. Oh, that bit of gas has been stuck in my throat for a while. So, oh, also, I've been told that if you if you burp during a tarot reading, it means like stress, like relieving stress or something, like relieving something. So I think it was another tarot reader that told me that when or it could also be just a like a I'm making my burping less awkward if I talk about it and say it. It's a sign. That's what I feel. Okay, let's get serious. Let's get to your reading. Okay, so I do feel like some people are calling you heartless or cruel. I think you're making a very hard decision, but I know that you're the kind of person. You're the kind of person. You handle things logically. That is what I feel like. You handle things logically, and you are able to compartmentalize. No, that's not no, I'm just, what was it though? compartmentalize. I don't know. Okay, I'm giving up. Basically, you're able to like take your emotions out of a situation. You're able to look at it logically, and you know what is the best way to handle this. And I feel like maybe people who don't actually understand the way your mind works, because you make the decisions that, you know, that have to be done, and it's not like you're like not empathetic. You are, but it's important in these kind of situations to take your heart out of things. And it doesn't mean that, how do I say this properly? Like, it's not fun for you to make these kind of decisions, but they have to be done, and apparently you're the only one who can handle making those decisions, so you're the one that does. We also have 8 of Cups. Oh, honey. I feel like you've traveled a long way, a long way. And it's been hard. It's been really hard. But there is hope. Actually, I want to take a better look at that. Oh no, I just thought I saw something that wasn't there. Yeah. So basically what I'm seeing here, like all of your cups are empty, but at least they are upright. So you might be tired, you might be exhausted, you might be so tired that you don't even want to get out of bed or something like this, but at least, well, okay, let's do it like this. Like, you might be really tired that all you want to do is cry, like so tired, but at least you are able to get out of bed. That is what I see here. So let's get some more info. Pile number 1, Spirit Guides. Pile number 1. Oop. The World. So you are going to achieve your dreams, and you are going to get so much more. Oh, look! Oh, oopsie. I knocked the camera. Look! There is an Aquarius right there. Are you an Aquarius? Hi. Hi, my Aquarius friend. I love Aquariuses because I'm one and I love myself. Okay, so yeah, I'm also a rising lion, and there is a lion right there. What was my moon sign? Capricorn. No, Capricorn over there. That's fine. I was just curious for my own sake. So you are going to achieve this dream, and you are going to rise up like a motherfucking badass phoenix that you are. Yeah, that's gonna happen for you. You're totally going to make out of this, even though you're tired right now. But the thing about, like, even... Okay, so let's talk about the empty cup upright metaphor. So empty cup represents like being drained, being so tired, having nothing left. And then when it's like knocked over, like there was probably something that knocked it over. Something happened that got you this drained, or something like this. But sometimes the cups are like left knocked down, and whatever liquids that they could eventually hold in, they will just pour out because the cup is still on its side, but your cup is upright. So when there is a possibility of you getting some rest, getting some energy, getting some good vibes, you are going to be able to use that. So it won't just slip out of your fingers, you know. So that's what's good here. Wait a minute. I have a very specific message. It's probably going to just one of you. But was there a bird that your grandmother had? Like a pet bird? Or something like this? Was there like a parrot or something? I don't know. That's something that I just got. But we also have 8 of Wands. So things are going to speed up for you for sure. Wait a minute. We haven't even talked about the next step that you have to take. Oh no. Ah, damn it. Well, this is life, I guess. When I don't plan my videos too carefully. So anything can come out. Yeah. So I feel like this is about a business thing. You're trying to build a business. And I feel like there was a friend or a co-worker or something like this, and it didn't work out between them. And the next step for you, that is the decision, the hard decision thing that I was talking about, but I never got into the reason why I was talking about it. So I feel like there is some person that might have to be let go to make the business succeed. It could be anything similar though, like just try to fit this into your situation, because there's no possible way I could always come up with all the kinds of different scenarios. So this is what I'm going with. Like you're the boss and somebody is not, and I feel like they are a friend, but I feel like there is just something going on. They're not performing the way they should, or something is going on, something is not right. And the best possible solution is here to let that person go. And I feel like also, wait a minute, it also could be that you are the one being let go. That is also something that I see here. That you're going to be let go of your from your work, and after this you will come up with something great. Maybe you will build your own business after that. That is another message that I have here. So there are 2 possibilities here. So we have Princess of Wands. And there is this passion inside of you. There is this like, I can do this. Like, I can do this kind of thing. And I'm actually being told a quote from somewhere. I think I heard it last week. It was because there is this, like, some sort of a safety net has broken. Like, something has happened, something, you don't feel safe, something is happening. There's this mistrust, and your trust was broken, and there is like no safe place, especially if you are the one that has gotten fired or let go or something like this. Especially then, like, because always when you get let go from work, it's almost like what am I gonna do now? Like, how am I going to survive? Where am I gonna get the money? And it's a very unsafe feeling, isn't it? When you are in that kind of situation, it's very frightening. And I feel this like being so scared. And if you were the one whose business this is, and you had to let somebody go, and they might not go quietly. They could have been a really good friend to you as well, and you know that if you do this, you will lose a friend as well, and probably people who agree with this other person. But anyway, the quote here is that a ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. I'm gonna say that again because I totally fucked it up. A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. Much better. Yes, excellent. Nailed it. So, that's coming here. Like, you're going to have to, the next step here is to accept the situation. This thing that is happening, it is for your own good in the long run. It might not feel fair, might feel good, it might scare you, you might not feel safe here, but this is for your own good. But you won't just see it yet. You will see later, like years after this, like when you have gotten over this, because you will get over this, and you will get through this admirably, so well, like no other person could have. And so later on, when you think about the situation that had happened, you will think like oh, so that's why this had to happen. So I could have everything I have now. It makes sense. But now it doesn't. It doesn't at all. And you might want to cry like I did about that spot that I didn't get in the university. But trust me, I'm so much better off not having a degree in microbiology. It's so nasty. Ooh. I hope I said everything I wanted to say, because every time I do a reading, I usually don't remember anything about the readings much after, but sometimes something reminds me of it, like, you know, when you have had a dream and you completely forget about it, but something in just like something mundane, just you see something, you're like, oh, I remember that dream. And that is what I get a lot in like from my readings, like something reminds me of a reading that I had done. But if I try to remember the last reading I had done, I can't remember any of it. So sometimes I get those and I'm like, oh, god damn it, why didn't I say that? So is there anything left I want to say about this reading? You will do great, especially if you want to build a business. I think it's going to be very successful. It could be something else though. It doesn't have to be a business. It could be product. It could be a good, like, just an idea. It could be making videos. It could be making art. It could be just something that would make you happy and also bring you money at the same time. That is what I mean when I'm talking about a business. It's not actually accurate, but that is how I see it. So yeah, you will be financially well off later on. You will make it somehow. But so that is what I had for you, I think. Did we actually get into the next step? No, we did not. So let's talk about that, because I just had a message. Do it scared. That's the message. Do it scared. You might be scared. You might not feel safe. But if there's something you want to do, you have to get it over with. You have to do it. And you have to do it scared. If that is the only way you can do it. There will not be a perfect time. There will not be a perfect opportunity. Usually, sometimes there will be. But for you, I think the message here, the next step you have to take is to do it scared. That's it. That's your next step. So now this is what I had for you, and I really hope you enjoyed. I would really love to read for you again, and I hope I see you in my next one. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile number 2s. So you chose number 29, Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture, and the Rainbow Moonstone. So what I'm getting from this right away is that there are some red flags that you have been ignoring. And we are going to get into that. I don't know if you have heard me say this before, but, well, this, I think I've said it to suggest meditation, but like right now, you are kind of like in a labyrinth, in a maze. And obviously when you are in a maze, you can only see what's ahead of you and what's behind you. And all you can do, well, you know, you can only go like back where you came from or straight ahead, not knowing where it can lead. You have no idea if you are heading into a dead end, or if you're heading to the thing you want, or if you're even going to the right direction. But when you see the big picture, which is from above, you're looking at the maze from above, then you can see every single dead end. You can see the quickest path to whatever you want, and if you are going into the right direction. But yeah, that is like where you are in life right now, but there are some red flags that you are ignoring, and I'm not quite sure what it's all about. So wait a minute, is that a wrong card? No, I don't think so. It looked like a card from another deck. So pile number 2, Spirit Guides. Pile number 2. Oh my god, these cards are so sticky. So sticky, you guys. Oh, okay. Well, that's 3, but we'll just take them. So we have 3 of Fire, Abundance, things looking very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. And then we have the Hermit. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. And 8 of Air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So, does this look good on camera? Let me check. Okay, so let's get into this. I almost see, well, those red flags could have been in the past. It could have been like past red flags that you have ignored, but now you have kind of woken up to them. It's either this or that. Like right now you're ignoring them, or you have finally realized how much you have ignored. And I have a feeling that for some of you this could have been a partner, a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiance. And for some of you, that relationship has either ended or it will end. But I do feel like these red flags were about a person. Hold on, let me think. There is this illusion is going to be shattered. That's what I feel like. an illusion has or will be shattered. And that is going to make you see things completely differently. And in the end, it will be very good for you and you will receive a lot more. I feel like this could have been red flags in terms of isolating someone, or it could have also been lies about another person to make sure that you would not spend time together. That's also something that I see here for some of you. But there is also this message that you are going to rise above it. You're going to rise above it. I need some more information. There are so many things running through my head right now. Oh, okay. I got one right away. Right, so we have 7 of Cups. Choices will be made, or well, there will be a lot of choices, but decisions are going to be made about something, and I feel like it's about someone. And there are many choices for you here. So many choices, and it's almost like behind every door there is a different thing, you know. This is like a forking path. You can't exactly go back after you make this decision. And it will be a crucial decision in your life. Like later in life you realize, or maybe even now you realize, that this is going to be like a life-changing event. Like your life changed after this decision, or when you made this decision. And you have to make this decision very, very, very carefully. I'm also being told, you might have heard me say this before, because I think I've said this a couple of times already. Your spirit guides have a message for you, and directly to you. And the best way to receive that message is there are 2 ways. Either ask for a sign. If this, what I like to do, if I need a sign about another person, I ask to see their birthday. And if I do see it, then I know that it is well, I know what to do about that person when I see that sign, you know. And another way is, which I'm being told that you need to do, is to go in a meditation. There are some guided meditations on YouTube where you get to talk to your spirit guides. And that is something that they are urging you to do. They are usually rather long, like at least, well, usually like half an hour to an hour. So that is, I think that is something that you have to plan. Also, I'm being told to get either amethyst or labradorite. Labradorite? Oh, God. I'm gonna show you. I actually have 2 of them. So here is an amethyst, and here are some labradorite crystals. They don't look too awesome right now. Oh, there we go. Can I make this look awesome too? No? No, just this one then. Also, I don't have that one. What is it? Black tourmaline? Yeah. One of those, or all 3. There's something about that. You should either get some or keep one near you. Well, like keep one near you at all times. That's what I keep hearing. Keep one at, like close to you. Well, put one in your pocket, or get a necklace made of that crystal, or keep one in your bra, or if you don't have a bra, maybe not underwear though. But perhaps a pocket, or your purse, or your wallet. That's my kitty cat. What do you want, love? Mommy can't play with you right now. I'm working. So let's get some more info about this. I am so invested. Okay. We had temperance. It was face up when all of my cards should have been face down, so I am taking this. Hey, were you in that pile? I think it could have been my last... Were you in that... Wait, oh, what was that thought? It just left me. Where did you go? I need you back. Come back. I was reminded of a last pile. Was it the angel one? Were you in that pile where I said that you feel like an angel? But funnily enough, it's not that reading. Were you in that later reading when I said, are you from that reading where I said you were an angel? This is so complicated. So I had a reading where I said that, you know, you feel like an angel. Then there was a later reading where I said, hi, are you from that pile where I said that you were an angel? And now, are you from that second pile where I said, are you from that pile where I said you were an angel? Does this make sense? I hope it does. And if you were, welcome back. Nice to see you. Oh, this is so exciting. Anyway, good things are happening. I feel like you are going to make the right choice. It just won't be an easy one. But the thing is that you really, 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 really have to think about it. You really have to be sure that you make the right decision for you and you alone. Think about nobody else but you, especially if this is about a person. You need to think about you. I feel like you are a people pleaser, and I feel like you always take everybody else's thoughts and feelings into consideration, but this time only make this decision work for you. All the others can go to hell right now. You have to make this right. You have to make this decision right, because there are so many good things that can come out. And I feel like you are going to make the right decision in the end. It just might not feel like it at that time when you're making it. Because I feel like this decision might make many people feel very sad, very angry, very hurt. And you might be thinking, like, am I making the right decision then? But you will be. We have judgment. People are not going to be happy about that, about your situation. And I feel like I actually heard, as soon as I said that, I heard, and that's how you know you made the right one. Okay. So when you make that decision and people are not happy about it, that's how you know that you made the right choice. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Oh dear. Your spirit guides are awesome. They are so awesome. Oh, Jesus. And also I'm feeling this anger. There is this anger. There is this mama bear energy surrounding you. Like, people are so angry for you. Like, oh, wait a minute. How are they? Okay, look.
There are similar cards here, and I'm sure that they weren't. Listen, I'm just gonna take them. I'm just gonna take them. Because they weren't face up before. I don't know what happened. Okay, so we have 4 new cards. Let's talk about all of them individually. So we had 6 of Wands. Yeah, sorry, I had to think. So people are not going to be happy about this situation or this decision that you are going to make. But later on, they will understand. They will kind of, you will have this stronger sense of yourself and what you deserve and what you do not deserve, and how you let people treat you from now on. You will set these very clear boundaries, like, I am not going to be treated this way, and I won't let this happen again. And if you can't respect that, if you can't treat me with respect, then you have to go. And first, people are going to be outraged. They are going to be so mad because they are losing something. They are losing your time and energy and effort. They never had to pay for any of the things that you did for them. And now that you are setting these boundaries, they're like, well, fuck, how am I gonna get these then? And so they will be very upset, because it shouldn't be a big deal for you because you have been doing it all along. And so, yeah. And so now, when you have made those things clear that this is not happening again, you better stop. And I won't take your shit anymore. Later on, people will be like, I just, God, do you, how do I, well, actually, he's doing it. Well, not he, no, he's not. You know how they're like, you know, when you're like, hell, how do you fucking say it? I don't have the vocabulary, yeah, I can't even say that word. Vocabulary. I only know how to write it. Vocabulary. Is that it? Vocabulary. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to try to explain what I just saw. So, okay, I'm going to explain it like this. So, this king prince is coming back from a war or somewhere, and all these people are like, oh my god, you're back, yay. And they're like, you know, like doing that bowing thing. Like, what I'm seeing here is like a person on the floor doing the bowing thing with the hands, you know. Does that make sense to you? That's what I saw, and that's what I can't explain to you. So people are going to show up with this respect for you, because you will be turned from the good girl, the nice girl, the always a yes girl, always ready to help, or a boy. I'm sorry that's always an afterthought. It's just, I'm a girl and I feel these feelings, and I've probably been through them, so I always imagine a girl. Anyway, wait a minute. Toppy, go play with Clyde, please. I need to concentrate. And it's gone. The thought is all gone. Anyway, you're going to be turning from this good person, this kind person, into a bad bitch who takes no shit from anyone, boy or girl. Why is there no word for a male bitch? We need one, guys. We need a word. Let's come up with one. Anyway, we need a word for a bitch who is a man. Okay, so so you will be turning into this bad bitch mode. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl or a man or a woman. There is this strength in you, this newfound self-respect and this power, you will be claiming your power, and you don't have to demand respect anymore. You don't have to ask to be treated right. People will automatically treat you with respect and know that you are not going to listen to their bullshit, so they better, you know, not bother you with it. And they stop. They will definitely stop doing that. So the next card was the High Priestess. Oh. Well, I was just gonna ask. Well, doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna ask, does B and J mean anything to you other than BJ? Ben and Jerry's, I mean, obviously. I didn't. So, there is this power. It's almost like, it's not like, I said like a bad bitch, but in a good way. But it's more like a, now that I have the High Priestess, it's not like a bad bitch, like good turning bad. It's more like good turning strong and more good. Almost like if like it's not right. Let me just explain it this way. It's not exactly what I mean, but you know, like, or I have another idea. So you have been treated poorly. A good person might turn another cheek and go on with their day. Say, you know, it came from a place of hurt and I understand. So I'll just let it slide. Then a possibly angry person, not a bad person, angry person, they would go for revenge. But then there is this new you who is not going to do either of these things. They are going to take the shit and not even turn it against them, but use it to make them stronger. This knowledge turns into power. It's like, now you have shown me who you are, and it's not that they will be treated equally, but when the time comes, they will know that the bad things that are happening to them not because of you, but they are happening because of the hurt they have done to other people, including you. It's more like karma. It's not like these other people are like using this, like, you know, like revenge and stuff, but it's more like karma is going to hit them so bad. And when that happens, they will find out that it happened because they are really bad people and they sort of deserve it. So we also had these two other cards. We had Prince of Cups and Eight of Swords. So these red flags that you have been ignoring, they won't be ignored for long. They won't be ignored for long. And there is just this emotional intelligence in you. And it's like, it's almost like overflowing. But you won't be able to get into that knowledge before you get out of this situation. It's almost like you can't quite see it. You haven't learned the lessons yet. And that is why you have to make this really hard decision. So the next step that you have to take in order to get... I feel like your dreams are about becoming someone new. That is your dream. That is your desire. Becoming someone strong. Becoming someone who doesn't take shit. Who doesn't just accept everything that people do to them. And, you know, it's also about like having something of your own. Maybe you have been like maybe you have been sharing too much. Like, maybe people are using your professional skills. Like, let's say you worked in IT or something, and so every time your family or friends have problems with their computer, they call you. And let's say you are a mechanic. When somebody's car breaks down, they expect you to drop it all and come help them because you know how. And you know, it's good to help when you can, but it's also draining. It can be so draining. And I feel like you want this time, you want this time for yourself. You don't want to be out there helping somebody when, like, during your free time when you're supposed to relax and take care of yourself. So there is this desire to become someone new, to become your higher self, to become someone new, someone who is still you, but they take care of themselves and they protect themselves and they protect their energy, time, and efforts. So I'm just gonna get one more card for you. What is the next? Okay, there we go. Oh, well, this is fitting. We have Princess of Swords. So the next step for you is clear. Like, take a look at that. Like, she's a princess, you know, and she has lifted up that sword and she's fighting off those birds who are fucking with her. So what you need to do is to make that decision for yourself. You know what that decision is about. It could be about a specific person. It could be about many other people. It could be about somebody at your workplace. It could be about a bully. It could be about a friend who is sort of a bully. But I feel like there is somebody bullying you. There is a bully somewhere. It could be a family member. It could be your mother, your father, stepmother, stepfather, step-siblings, anybody. But what you need to do is to make that decision about you. Make that decision for yourself. Pick up that sword and start fighting off those stupid birds. Yeah, I was gonna say something completely else, but I'm not gonna say it. So yeah, that is your next step, to make that decision to protect yourself, to pick up that sword and fight, because you can. and you are strong as fuck. And I'm also seeing Scotland here. Are you from Scotland? Somewhere near. Or is the, what is the princess? It's the well, Brave, but what was her name? Merida. I see some Merida in you. Some of this, like, you know how, okay, this reading is getting really long, but you know how, well, Merida was always, I think, kind of stubborn and stuff, but you know how, I think the parents, it's been a long time since I've seen this movie, but I think the parents, or the mother especially, wanted her to get married, and so they brought up these like 3 dudes that she was supposed to pick, or they were going to have like some sort of a talent show. Well, not a talent show, but you know, to show off their talents, and only the best could marry Merida. And what does she do? Maybe the past year would have just accepted it and hoped it would be someone nice enough, but she decided to enter the competition herself, and if she would win, she wouldn't have to marry anybody. So that is kind of what I see for you. You're going to have there's some beeping coming out somewhere. Oh, mother, it's my brother's alarm clock. I'm gonna go turn that off, but I'm just gonna finish this first. It's not a fire alarm, it's just an alarm, and he never wakes up to anything, so it's very loud. I'm getting so pissed off. It's pissing me off so bad. Anyway, this is what I had for you. Be that Merida, or become that Merida who is fighting for herself, and do what's best for you. So I really hope you enjoyed. I hope I will see you in my next one, and I'm gonna go turn that off. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. So you chose the what was it again? Smoky Aura Quartz. Yes! And excuse me, number 32, Hawk Spirit. Let the spirit be your guide. So funnily enough, I'm getting the same messages that I did for pile 1 and pile 2. But let's see how this is different though. So what I'm getting right off the bat is that there are some signs, some red flags that you are ignoring. The spirit world is trying very heavily to connect with you. There are some signs they have been trying to send you, but you just walk past them like, oh, cool, what a pretty opportunity, bye. And there are also some red flags that you are ignoring, and you're just oblivious to them all. Like, oh, what a pretty flag. Nice deep red color, but you're just not quite understanding what it means. And what was the other thought that I had? There is this like, your spirit guides are so frustrated with you. That's what I'm getting here. Like, you're just like, oh, we have tried to show you this like 10 times already by 8 AM and you're still not seeing it. I dropped three cards, so let's take them. Okay, so we have 3 of air. Great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others. And then we have 8 of fire, events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. And the wheel, time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Yeah. So these signs that you have been seeing, they could have been numbers. I'm actually seeing license plates. So there might be a number, a specific number. I'm seeing 111, one, sometimes 4 ones. And also I'm seeing 101. So, okay, not this deck. But yeah, your spirit guides are trying to connect with you. They're trying to contact you, but you're just not seeing it. And what they're trying to show you is an opportunity. But either it could be that you have seen them, but they just seem so illogical to you that you just plainly ignore them. Like, well, that doesn't make sense. I'm actually, are you doing tarot? Do you have a deck and you ask for I'm seeing a person like getting cards, like pulling cards. They're like, well, that's not what I want to hear. Let's take another one. Are you doing that? Have you been doing that? That often happens with people trying to find out like feelings for like their crush or something, like and they get like bad cards for like, this is not going to work out. They're like, well, let's try another card. Maybe that has a positive message. Don't be ashamed. I've been doing that too. I just dropped a lot of cards, so I'm gonna pick them all up if I can. Ugh. Don't feel bad about me dropping my cards. There was some person once that I did a reading for, and I don't know what she actually meant by it, but I dropped my cards a few times, and she said, I felt really bad when you dropped your cards. And I didn't ask, but I wonder if she was like feeling bad for me because it was like unprofessional, or was it because like it didn't feel right to her energetically for me to use cards that have fallen down or something. I didn't ask, so I don't know. So pile number 3, spirit guides. What is the next step that my beautiful pile number, wait a minute. There are cards inside out again. It's the same card. Okay, so this is really weird, but in pile 2, I was like shuffling my deck and I noticed that this Temperance, this card, was face up in my deck. And it was really weird because I had just like looked through my deck and it was all face down. Why is it face up again? I guess we're going to take that. So it could be that you decided to watch this pile as well as the, like, you know, sometimes you get called to more piles than one, which is completely okay, but this has never happened to me before. So if you're here for another round, welcome back again today. So let's go. So again, I'm gonna say what I said to the other pile. Have you been in those 2 piles? There were 2 piles where I said this. Well, okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. So in this one pile, I said that, quote unquote, you feel like an angel. And then there was another reading, like several readings after, and I said, hey, were you in that pile where I said that you feel like an angel? And now I am saying, hi, were you in that pile where I said in that other pile that you feel like an angel? Well, if you were, it's still true. So, It could have been in those piles. Yeah, so pile 3. Oh, we have 3 of Cups. That's nice. So I'm gonna take a minute here. Have you been through a breakup recently? Or a friend? Or losing a friend? Or a family member? And you had really hard time with that, like going through a breakup? Either there are 2 messages here. Either this person is going to come back and you will have a great time together once again, or they will not, and you will move on and you will find new people. There are 2 messages here. Either way, you will be okay. Oh, okay, cool. So we have the Chariot and the King of Pentacles. So I see, for one, that you are going to be taking charge on your financial situation. I also feel like this hawk spirit could be talking about like like the thing about the hawk is like the hawks, they fly above everything. They fly above everything. And I'm getting a quote from Avatar. Like, do you remember in Avatar where there were these like greenish dragons that they would ride? And they had one predator, and it was this big ass dragon thing, which was red. I think they were all like different colors, but you know, the main colors like green, red. And so it said, the guy said, because he was trying to impress the Avatar people, because he had royally fucked up and he needed them to listen to him. And he decided that if he became that, I don't remember the exact name of that creature, but if he became a rider of that creature, then he would have the respect and they would listen to him. And so when he decided to go after that creature, like how to get it, because he could have very possibly die if he tried that. And so he said that these creatures, because they fly above like everything, because they have no predators themselves. And so he decided to fly above those red dragon things, because they were never going to look up. They were never going to look up because they have nobody to watch out for. And so that's also what I see here. Or I don't know why I even told that story, or that memory that I had from that movie. Maybe it makes some sense to you. Yes, it does make sense. I'm gonna come back to it because I need to explain this first. So the hawk, they fly above everything and they see the whole big picture, but their eyes are so good that they can also see the tiniest little details also. And so there have been some red flags that you have been ignoring. But also, I feel like you are going to start paying attention to the big picture and the small little details. And I feel like you are going to, this might be a message for you if you're not doing this already, that you have to start managing your finances. You have to start like seeing what exactly are you spending your money on. Like, how many times in a week do you take out coffee, and it costs like, I don't know what coffee costs, because I don't drink coffee. I don't, I don't know. If you take like one every week, that's like $14 then a week. That times 4. That's too much math for me right now. It's 11 p.m. So anyway, it's a lot of money if you start looking. I mean, it doesn't feel like much when you spend it. Like, it's just $2, but when you start realizing how many times you actually spend that $2 on, and how much it's going to add up in within a month, within a year, and you realize that, well, I could have used that money on something else for sure. That is the message that I see here. I think that you're going to get on top of your finances. You're going to start seeing what you're doing. So what was the message about the predator? Having no predators. It's almost like you're going to be conquering some sort of a big deal, some sort of almost like I'm hearing an obsession, but that's not it. That's not what I'm feeling. It's not an obsession. It's more like an addiction. Like shopping too much or drinking too much. It doesn't have to mean that, you know, if you drink too much, you're an alcoholic. No. It's just, I feel like the difference between those two things are that alcoholism is a sickness, and drinking a lot doesn't make you an alcoholic. But I'm seeing some sort of like a light addiction to something, just shopping too much, eating something a lot, or it could be something small, could be a behavior thing, could be emotional thing, could be really anything. But there is this thing that you are going to conquer. And also with this Chariot, you're going to be moving on with your life. You're moving on to bigger and better things. And I feel like you might be sad right now. I feel this sadness, this feeling of loss, this feeling of, will I ever be okay? Yes, you will be okay. Like, you know, like, especially if you are right now, like, going through a breakup, it's always hard for the first few weeks. It's really hard, but then you start moving on and life just goes on, and you won't feel the same pain after a few months. I feel like it's different for guys. I feel like girls are, well, this might be sexism or generalization. I can't speak English today. I'm very sorry about that. But I feel like I've just noticed this in my own life, that girls usually tend to be very sad for the first couple of weeks, and then they start like working out, and they get breakup bangs, and they change their furniture around, and they crave change after a little bit, and then they start feeling okay again. But for guys, I feel like for guys, usually, often, I've noticed that they're like fine for the first few days, maybe weeks, and they're like partying and having fun and meeting new people and like enjoying the freedom. And then after a few weeks, the reality hits them, and then they feel sad. It doesn't have to apply to you, but that's just something that came to my mind. That is something that I have only noticed in my personal life. It's not a rule. It's not a rule. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. I'm just something that I have paid attention to. So, what is the next step in my beautiful pile number 3's lives to achieve their goals, achieve their dreams? Pile number 3. Oh, okay. Well, fine. Let's just take these. So we have the moon. I'm just gonna take a look at these and talk about them. Maybe put them in order. Right. So let's talk about the moon first. You will start noticing the signs again because they have never really stopped, but maybe you will start paying attention to them now in a better way, and perhaps you would want to consider meditating for now, especially those ones that are about meeting your spirit guides, because they really desperately want to speak with you. They want you to do something. They have a message for you. It's not, this is the first time that I've actually seen felt like spirit guides being desperate. Like there is really something that they really want you to know. And also it could be that they tried to warn you about something, but you didn't listen, and then something bad happened. That is also a possibility. So it might be old news. But okay. There could also be, I'm actually hearing some sentences here. You know how when people go through a breakup and they're like, oh, will I ever find love again? Will I ever find my person? Will I ever have children? Will I ever get married? And I feel like what they might want to tell you is that, like, kind of like reveal their plan. That is something that I hear here. Like they want to reassure you that yes, you will have the life that you always wanted, but it just wasn't with this person around. This person had to be taken out in order for you to have this life. They just couldn't go with you. There was no space for them in the bus. They had to go. And so yeah, I do feel like you might be really sad about this person going away or being cut off or something, because you're losing somebody. You're losing somebody from your life, and you might possibly never speak to them again. But there is for some of you, they might be coming back if you want them to. Obviously, if it's somebody you don't want back, then obviously, but it could also be that they come with a sincere apology. Because for some of you, this person is coming back, but for some of you, it's not. You just move on. It's just for the few of you that the person is coming back. And you might not know if you're one of them or not, because this could be years from now. This could also be that you kind of fucked up and somebody got really mad at you and they decided to cut you off. So there is a possibility that they might forgive you and come back in your life, and you will have a great old time and it's going to work out. But with the Six of Swords, I see this. Let me explain it this way. This boat is going somewhere. You can see the shore at the back. And this man is steering the boat. The little girl is like trying to console the mother, I assume. And the mother is feeling really, really sad. Like she is like crying. She's not happy at all. But the thing is that the ship keeps moving because the man is steering it. It keeps moving on. But the mother, she's not even looking at where she's going. She has no idea. And so this is about like life moving forward. life just goes on and the boat just will keep on moving, and it's misty and, you know, foggy is the word, not misty, foggy over there. And she might not know, she might not care where she's going because, well, she's suffering a loss and she's going through something. But life moves on and you will be okay because you are heading to that shore over there. I don't know why, but this card suddenly made me think of Finland. We have a lot of lakes, a lot of them. And so also, as you can see, there is a dawn coming up there. There's like a stormy day, but there's like the sunlight coming out behind the island or the shore. So yes, things are going to be better, especially you also have the Chariot over here. And it's also under the let the spirit be your guide, and events moving at fast pace. Delays are over, many things are happening at once. So yeah, this trip will be rather quick. Like things are gonna, like, whew, they are going to fly past you. We also have the King of Wands. I'm not sure how I feel about this card. Hey, do you have Leo in your chart? Are you a rising Leo? That's something I keep hearing of, rising Leo. Anyway, you will somehow get on top of your life. I'm not quite sure. I'm actually, because for the pile one, the message was do it scared. But for you, it's more like do it even if you don't want to. Like, do it even if you don't want to. Because if you take a look at that king over there, like, here's the king, but he doesn't seem all too happy about something. He's like wondering. He's kind of gloomy. And he's... Wait a minute, what is that? Is that a snake? No, it's like a iguana or something. I don't know. There are some good things coming for you, but I feel like you might not be really happy about it. It's almost like, you know, I'm actually being shown like a scene from a teen show, I think it was Pretty Little Liars, where one of them broke up with somebody and the girls came over and they had like all these things, like movies, like and food with them, like how to get over your ex package. And I don't know why that came into my mind, but you know, like usually the one that has broken up, even though the friends are coming over with the kit to get over your ex, you're just not quite ready. Nothing seems awesome at that moment. You're just sad. You don't want to do anything. You just want to be alone and listen to sad music and cry. And yeah, the message here is do it even if you don't want to. So we have Seven of Pentacles. This is an awesome card. Oh, oopsie. So you will be creating a whole new life for yourself. And this time, I know that this is the most annoying time, because for me, this phase that you are in your life right now, this phase for me lasted for 4 years. Yeah, it was a long time. But for you, it won't be that long. It won't be that long, but you are at the planting seeds phase right now. You're planting seeds. So make sure that you're using the good seeds and make sure that you are tending to those seeds and seedlings. Make sure that you are giving them enough water, light, enough everything. Like, take care of yourself and take care of those little seedlings. You need that. And I feel like you might be starting a project that will eventually bring you some money, or a side hustle or something. But the point is that you will be okay, though. You will be okay. But what is the actual next step in your life? What is the step that my beautiful pile number 3s have to take to get to their dreams, get to their goals? Okay, we have 2 cards. 5 of Swords and 5 of Cups. What I'm getting here is mourn your loss. Like, take care of yourself. Cry if you need to. Do what you can to feel better. Take care of yourself. I know that this is not like a message people want to hear, really, especially if they are craving to do something. If they just want to get somewhere, they just want their life to change. Like, please, can something happen? But this is important too. You really need to take care of yourself. You kind of have to prepare yourself, because this phase will not last long. And so you need to be ready when the opportunity comes to you, when you see that sign that now, this is the time. You need to be ready for it. And so you need to start preparing mentally and physically. You have to start taking care of yourself. Cry if you need to. This is a message or an advice. Because I just heard 2 days. 2 days. And that is a rule that I have. Whenever a dear friend, or if I am going through a loss, something horrible happened, or breakup happens, or something, I have decided, or I have learned in my life, that 2 days is enough to mourn. 2 days is enough to... This might sound harsh, but hear me out. 2 days is enough to feel all of the feelings that you need to feel in order to move on. Why it usually takes so long for many people is that they are actively ignoring their feelings. And if you feel your feelings, feel all the hurt, go through every single memory you have with this people, 2 days is enough. So for 2 days, don't get out of bed, watch TV, cry, write in your journal, try to organize your feelings, try to get through all your emotions. And when the 2 days are up, on the 3rd day, when you wake up, you start with your life. You start again. You make a plan. You go to the gym. You start eating better. This is what you need to do to survive, to get through this. It doesn't mean that you can't be sad anymore. It doesn't mean that you can't break down and cry in the bathroom at work. It doesn't mean that. You can still be sad, but you have already gone through all of your feelings. You have already gone through all the sad, all the happy memories, all the pictures in your phone, all the funny videos that you had together. It just, you can still be sad after those 2 days. But it's much different because you have already kind of gone through all of it in your mind. It's just something that reminds you of something that brings you back to that sad stage. You can still cry, you can still feel sad about it, but you are moving on with your life. You are not letting your feelings and your emotions paralyze you anymore, because you have already kind of worked through them. And that is how I feel is the, for me at least, and for my friends and family, it has seemed to work, is that you just feel everything. You feel everything. You go through all the pictures, all the videos, all the gifts you had, you go through them, you read all these old notes, you read all these old text messages, and you just work and you work and work and work, and you go through all of these things. And this just helps you get over things faster. And so you will be moving on quite quickly when this happens. There is this opportunity that is just knocking on your door. Well, it's almost like I'm being actually shown. Like, do you know when you order food on an app or something, and you're just looking at the tiny car on your screen moving closer and closer to your home? That is what it was shown. Like, it's right around the corner. So get your plates and your cutlery and your drinks ready, because it's coming. Get the movie on Netflix. It's coming. It's coming. The opportunity is right there. And stop ignoring those messages that you see. They might not seem like anything, but if they keep like reoccurring, like you keep seeing the same number, same animal, same something over and over again, it could also be, for me, spirit guides also work through quotes and song lyrics. So yeah. Just pay attention and do a meditation to meet your spirit guides. That might also help to get that reassurance that you are going to get to where you want in life. So this was a very difficult reading because there was no actual step that you need to take. It's more about getting, like working through your loss. That is your next step, and preparing for the actual next step that is coming. It's right around the corner. It's 5 minutes away from your home. It's right there. It's coming. So yeah, I can't say much about the next step because I feel like it's going to be very different for many of you, and there are no way I can go through all of those options through with you. But yeah, it's almost like let me rephrase that metaphor that I just said. Like, don't think about like it as ordering food home. It's more like an Uber is coming to your house. I've never actually ordered Uber. I don't know if you can see the cars in those food delivery apps, but it's almost like your taxi, your Uber is right there. It's coming. It's very close, and when it comes, you have to be ready. You have to have your jacket on. You have to have your purse. You have to have your things that you need, so you can get right into that taxi and drive off into your new future. So that is what I see for you, and I really hope you enjoyed, and I would really love to read for you again, and I hope I see you in my next one. Bye!